Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by the pride of Plainfield, New Jersey. It's Jay Williams.
Look at you, giving my hometown some love. Respect to the Queen City. It's going to be a big-time game tonight. Let's see who's ready to play on the floor.
You're a king in those parts. You never forget where it all began. And we're ready to start this one at midcourt. George to Leonard. Short jumper stays out.
Ooh, I can't believe he didn't get that one to fall. But at the end of the day, he got an open look, and that bodes well for this team.
To Davis, and stuffs it.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Paul George. Anthony Davis with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
To Leonard. Oh, they call the foul, Jay.
Welcome to New Age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. Missed his first. That one goes.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
LeBron into the front court. Down a point. To Davis. Fakes, drives to the rim, and scores.
Come on, you knew that setup was coming the whole game. But you were patient and you waited until the right moment to use it.
Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. James into the front court. Leads 1. The pass taken away by the Clippers. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas, or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
James to Davis. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Beverly into the front court. They trail by 1. Here's Leonard for 2. Kawhi Leonard. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Deep left corner. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim. Short. If you're a fan, you love the will and the want. That's off of Leonard. Out of bounds. James. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. To Beverly. Going to launch beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark. Danny Green to Davis. Here's a chance from long range. Long Island zone. Danny Green with the 3.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. 3 for 4. Good start.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that 3 despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Count the bucket for 2.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
To Kyle Kuzma. Paul George. Huge block. And that's going to be out of bounds off of George. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Stepping in for the Lakers, number 15.
James to Davis. Big finish at the rim. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Kawhi Leonard. He's now 5 for 6.
Every NBA player has a superpower. His, obviously, is that depth perception because that trajectory leads the ball to the net every time.
Caldwell Pope hits the three-pointer.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
To Beverly. Williams. Not that time. And a chance coming up at the line.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximal effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
And he connects on the first free throw. And he makes them both. Across the timeline comes James. Down just a couple. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Shot from in close, no good. Anthony Davis. He's been lights out so far. 5 for 5.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
George buries it on the catch and shoot.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
The assist from number 2, Kawhi Leonard.
Caldwell Pope. Nobody even close. Count the basket for Caldwell Pope.
The assist from number 15.
Deep three at the buzzer. That'll do it for the first quarter. The Lakers have the lead. First quarter complete, on to the second period. A little bit of a feeling out process so far.
Well, first off, I'm going to take my analytical hat off and then put my fan hat on. This has been a blasé first quarter. Not good, not bad, right in between. Let's see how both teams come out and try to adjust themselves in the second half.
Great pass to set it up. Boogie abusing the rim. Big finish.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Stevenson, the pass taken away by the Clippers. To George. Fires the three, and Paul George, not sure why they left him that wide open, takes advantage.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse. They kick out for, guess what, another one.
Rajon Rondo, a couple of free throws on the way. He wants this number up, 60% career free throw shooter. First one, count it. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. DeMarcus Cousins. He's 2 for 2 now.
I'll look out for that same move on the next possession, though.
To Paul George. Beyond the arc for 3. And Paul George nails it from downtown. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
To Williams. 4-3. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Jumper's good.
Not a Ferrari, definitely not a Lambo, but hey, get you from point A to point B.
Had a good look there, but it's no good to Cousins. Caldwell Pope. JaMychal Green pins it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To George. Layup goes down. Well done.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
For 3, it's good.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll talk things over in a 1-point basketball game.
Even better, 3 lucky fans will win a poster that's been signed by the entire team. Show up early for your chance to win.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
To Kyle Kuzma. The pass set it all up.
Okay, that time it was effective, but a really good defender will put that in their memory bank.
George, and they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Team foul number 1. First foul in the final 2.
Paul George to Leonard. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and Kawhi Leonard buries the 3 with a hand in his face.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
The screen sets him up for 2.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
It's LA Clippers ball. Leonard. That's good D. Shot no good. To Caldwell Pope. Surveys the floor. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Beverly into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. Leonard. That's how you defend.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Leonard. And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Los Angeles has the basketball. And count the basket.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Got it to go. And the foul. Get off the tracks. The train's coming through.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Kawhi Leonard. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw is good to cap off the three-point play. And the lead is down to 3. Count it. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk. So the difference, 3 points as we've reached the break. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen. Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. To Paul George. From long range, buries it into 3.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip. And when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
To Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
Kyle Kuzma sends it away. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. And he hits the second. 3 for 3. Nice. James to Davis. With the flush, taking on all comers.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Ah, rocking the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
To Caldwell Pope. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
To Caldwell Pope. Nothing going here on that drive. To James. To Kyle Kuzma. James. Trying to cash in. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough. Rises for the slam.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Davis. To James. To Davis. Shot from the lane won't go. Leonard. Nice pass to set things up. Patrick Beverly. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now. Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Los Angeles Lakers, number 14, Danny Green. Subbing in for...
From the painted area, won't go down. Williams across the timeline. His team up by 7. Here's Leonard for 2. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Leonard. That won't go. Screen coming to Leonard. Beverly. Well defended. To James. Even to Zubac. Snatching it out of the air.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Beverly. Can't connect. To James. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Beverly into the front court. Lead stands at 7. Leonard to George. Fires the 3. Rare miss the way he's been shooting. Shot's no good. To Kyle Kuzma. Lets it fly from long range. And the rebound taken in by George. And they call it
a simple touch foul.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 2. Los Angeles.
George, it's been a good night from beyond the arc. He's 5 of 6 from deep.
It's called room and rhythm, Ed. If you don't crowd him defensively, you allow him to have room, he will find that rhythm from behind the arc.
Little R&R has never hurt anybody, Jay. To Williams. Deep right corner. From the outside, no good. Davis to Kyle Kuzma. Going to launch beyond the arc. Oh, knocks it down from 3.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they'll go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. That's the end of the third quarter. The Clippers are out in front. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter. We've got a one-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money down the stretch. It's game time.
LeBron James. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
George knocks it down from mid-range.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
It's James controlling the offense. To Kyle Kuzma. Sizing up the defense. LeBron, tough matchup against George. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
And that's a backcourt violation. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Number 40, Ivica Zubac. Entering the game for the Lakers. Number 15, DeMarcus Cousins.
The pass taken away by the Clippers.
You got to go for the score here right now in this possession.
George. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Paul George to Leonard. Has a chance. add 2 points to the board.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis.
This is not the time to have a mental lapse.
Davis. Kawhi Leonard with a piece.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Kuzma to Danny Green. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
Leonard to Paul George. Fires the 3. Oh, he just continues to pour it in from downtown. He's 6 of 7 from 3.
This is probably the time that you adjust your defense, maybe play some zone, maybe a box someone, or maybe just double team them.
Time to shuffle things up.
Number 23, LeBron James. And number 1.
James to Cousins. Ah, the monster stuff.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Clippers have the basketball to George. Kawhi Leonard. And strokes it.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want.
Oh, whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Los Angeles Lakers are in LA. Subbing in for the Los Angeles Clippers, number 22, Maurice.
George. Cousins has the rebound. To Davis. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. The defense is really going to have to start paying attention. He's 5 for 5 for the field. George. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Harkless. Beyond the arc for 3. Can't blame the defense. Mo Harkless, tough 3.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Anthony Davis here against Harkless. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. 4-3. He drills the 3.
Defense, do the math. You force them to take tough 2s, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
To Beverly. George. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
Los Angeles, they have it. LeBron James against Paul George. Leonard to Paul George. Nothing going here on that drive. George. That right there, Jay, his 8th 3 of the game. He is putting on a show.
He's defying physics with that jumper. He's not even holding his follow through.
Anthony Davis makes it look easy as he hits the 3.
They absolutely needed that. Great job by the offense to be poised and create a shot to pull ahead.
Timeout called here by the Clippers. And this is where the coaches earn their cash. Let's see what they design down by 2 here in the final minute of play. Changes coming from both sides right now. George lets it fly. Wide open look, won't go. Can't do that.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. First foul in the last 2 minutes.
Kyle Kuzma knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
George, it's good. And the foul. And he's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
But did you see on that three-point shot, did you see him slightly kick his legs out? By kicking his legs out, the defender runs into the legs, there's contact. That's how you get a 4-point play potentially.
The Lakers get the victory as they win a close one by 2. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.